you guys have to be very particular about the fundamentals of shooting because it results in you getting your shot off quicker. Jay asked me earlier, am I an inside foot guy? Like my guys know, every time I come off the screen, I'm always inside foot first. And I want to get to this explosion right here. Like I know how I get my shot off quicker is inside foot and I explode up. You want to give yourself space away from the line, so wherever you want to get to, you want to move away from that. Like I know I want to get to here, so I give myself room, because what happens a lot of times is you step on the line. Obviously you don't want to take a long two. You know, stepping on lines can cause a game. I'm going to stay back off the line. So when I'm getting ready, I know that ball's coming back to me. My body is not facing him. A lot of you guys are doing like this, facing him, and then you step. That's a travel. And unfortunately, it happens a lot in the NBA on ball. So don't look at those guys and assume that's what they're doing, so I'm going to do it that way. You guys, be forceful in executing your fundamentals every single day. That's the difference. So my body is facing this way because that's where I want to go. My upper body is facing the ball because that's where I'm receiving it from, but my lower body is facing here. So when I'm here, I'm stepping. And I'm positioned. A lot of times guys are standing up, and then you got to go, you're here to step. That's what makes your shot that much closer. I shot the ball quick. In game 6, I'm running from here to here to get a rebound, and then I'm backpedaling because I get here and I know where I am. Because I've shot this shot, I've taken this shot thousands of times tens of thousands of times in my career. Like I'm telling you, the lines don't change, so you should know when you move around the floor where you are every time. But what happens is if you stop moving, then grass goes under your feet. You don't want to just sit over here and just drop and don't let your body move it. So the hardest thing in the NBA, the three-point line is about right here. So you have even less space. So when you have less space, you have to learn to use your momentum to move. This is not corner. For all the shooters in the building, this is corner. See where I am? This is the corner that I always occupy because it looks like from here, it looks like I'm behind the basket, which I am, but the basket's still the same. I can still shoot and make the shot. But what happens is you have to be willing to move yourself, because my defender, if I'm standing here, I'm here, my defender's here. So what happens is my defender can walk up. But the minute I go to the corner, my defender has to come down here if he's smart. If he stays up here, that's why we start running. That's how we, as shooters, we roam the baseline. And then we just drift like this. He got locked, and we take off. And by the time he sees that I'm gone, I'm taking a shot from the other side. That's why, as shooters, you guys want to face the floor and be in the corner. This is a corner 3. You have to constantly keep your feet moving, and when you find yourself in this corner, don't get buried. Keep walking yourself up. Don't clog the middle, but keep walking yourself up and down, and then you might take off.
proud of the work that you put in for the last 3 days. All of you pushed through tired. You found new limits for yourselves. And the best part of this for me was you had a very together attitude. And you showed empathy for one another, and you still competed really hard. Those two things are not mutually exclusive. And we really appreciated how you focused on what was important while you were here.